Now, with the fallout from the FTX collapse and the scandal that is ensuing here, a lot of people are beginning to wonder, is Robinhood in trouble? Now, Robinhood is not necessarily associated with FTX or Sam Bankman-Fried, but Sam Bankman-Fried was a very heavy investor in Robinhood, and now Sam Bankman-Fried is being sued by BlockFi for his stake in Robinhood. So let's talk about how big that stake is, how much money we're talking about here, and whether or not we could see shares of Robinhood and the Robinhood platform affected by this lawsuit. Of course, if it sounds like something you're interested in, let's get started. What's up, everybody? I'm Clay. I'm here to make 2022 the best year ever. If you haven't clicked that subscribe button, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. And look, if you're brand new to investing, you don't know how or where to buy stocks in crypto, you got a link in the description below for Webull. It is super simple to set up your account. Any deposit, you guys are getting at least 6 free stocks, up to 12 free stocks, and a $1 crypto trade is going to get you $5 in free crypto. Now, if you guys want a crypto exclusive exchange, you've got KuCoin and Binance down there, each offering their own rewards, but basically the more you trade, the more you're going to earn on those platforms. And in this day and age, don't necessarily keep your cryptocurrency on an exchange. Keep it on a cold storage or DeFi wallet, and only keep what you're going to be trading on those exchanges. Now, I want to go through and read a little bit of this article right here because a lot of people are very concerned about Robinhood. And you might not think that Robinhood is associated with FTX, but essentially they are by ownership. Okay, Sam Bankman-Fried owned a 7.6% stake in Robinhood, and this is a very heavy stake, and they're coming for it. BlockFi is coming for it right now. So, bankrupt cryptocurrency lender BlockFi is suing Sam Bankman-Fried to seize shares of Robinhood that the FTX founder allegedly pledged as collateral just days before his exchange collapsed. The lawsuit on Monday come just hours after BlockFi filed for bankruptcy protection, having suffered a severe liquidity crunch triggered by the failure of Bankman-Fried's FTX exchange. Now, in BlockFi's complaint, which was filed in the same New Jersey court where they initiated bankruptcy proceedings, they targeted Bankman-Fried's emergent Fidelity Technologies vehicle, which demanded it turn over unspecified collateral. All right, let's talk about some of this collateral. The collateral at issue is Bankman-Fried's stake in Robinhood, the online trading company, according to a loan document seen by Financial Times. He had a 7.6% stake in Robinhood earlier this year. Now, that is a huge amount of money. Let's see here. The dispute underscores the close links between crypto ventures and the messy untangling process that is beginning in the bankruptcy lawyers sift through the wreckage of FTX and all of that nonsense. A lot of this is just filler right here. So basically what is happening, and I can summarize the rest of this instead of going through and reading all of that. Sam Bankman-Fried, I want to touch back on the end of that there in a second here, but Sam Bankman-Fried needed money. Probably because he knew they didn't have any money. And in doing so, he used his shares, or allegedly used his shares of Robinhood as collateral. Now, a 7.6% stake in Robinhood, if turned over, so let's go down this path first. If BlockFi is able to get this stake, they are most likely going to be required to liquidate those shares. Why? Because they owe customers hundreds of millions of dollars. They owe their lenders hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions of dollars altogether, in the cryptocurrency that they are defaulting on. So if 7.6% of Robinhood ends up being liquidated, it is going to be roughly, I believe, somewhere around 50 million shares of Robinhood. This is going to be a huge factor in a huge sell market that could cause drastic declines in the price of Robinhood. Now, that's not to say that the liquidation is going to happen all at one period of time. It's not to say that the liquidation is going to, to not take place on the dark pool, right? For all of you guys that know about the dark pool. But nonetheless, these shares will most likely be liquidated if BlockFi gets a hold of them because of their debt obligations and because of the bankruptcy court proceedings that are currently taking place. Now, this is where things get interesting, all right? Sam Bankman-Fried, earlier in November, FT Financial Times reported that Bankman-Fried had been privately attempting to sell the shares of Robinhood using secure messaging app Signal in the days leading up to FTX's bankruptcy. So this dude is scrambling, trying to find somebody that is willing to buy hundreds of millions of dollars worth of Robinhood on basically a moment's notice, right? Private sales for hundreds of millions of dollars in Robinhood using a secure messaging app, Signal. I don't know how they got a hold of this, but, if you trust Financial Times, that's what you got. Now, even after the bankruptcy proceedings took place, Bankman-Fried continued to negotiate selling his Robinhood shares even after entering to the pledge agreement, according to people familiar with the matter. Now, according to the messages seen by Financial Times, Bankman-Fried was still negotiating those sales on the evening of November 10th. And then they're talking about trying to get these shares from ED&F Man Capital. It's somebody who's managing these shares for Sam Bankman-Fried. And they said that they're not going to be doing anything until they get court ordered by the bankruptcy court in order to do so and transfer over those shares of Robinhood. Guys, the story continues to unfold, and it is absolutely wild. The craziest part is nobody cares to investigate. Nobody cares to put in prison. Nobody cares to do anything with Sam Bankman-Fried, ruining the lives of most likely hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, stealing tens of billions of dollars, wiping it out, letting it vanish into thin air, and everybody's okay. Just imagine now if there is a $100 million sell-off in Robinhood, and you lose hundreds of millions of dollars for Robinhood investors. That is going to be a catastrophic ripple effect that not only is affecting the cryptocurrency market, but it's affecting the stock market as well. Guys, we are just getting started, and I believe that this bear market can not only get worse for the cryptocurrency space, it can get worse for the stock market as well. This doesn't mean that Robinhood is going to go under. It doesn't mean that Robinhood is going to go bankrupt or anything like that. The most that this can affect Robinhood is in the share price. And if they're not planning on issuing any new shares or doing any sort of secondary offering, Robinhood is going to be fine. It's just that the stock price can come down. So if you guys are interested in this story playing out and seeing what happens next, if you believe that these shares of Robinhood will be liquidated, what do? You could potentially buy some put options on Robinhood. You could play it to the downside. You could short it. There's plenty of options out there to make money on this story unfolding. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, whether or not you think these shares of Robinhood will be liquidated, if the price of Robinhood is going to come down, and whether or not you guys are going to be playing that action to the downside. Let us know down there. And of course, if that button right there is still red, make sure to click it, subscribe to the channel, join us, become a bro. We are here every single day, and we are growing our portfolios together. You guys got ClayBro 883 everywhere. 6 to 12 free stocks on Webull, KuCoin, and Binance, free Discord. And until the next time, hope that each and every one of you have an awesome day.